Hello everyone and greetings from Egypt. I'm Best Cat 8. Welcome. I'm happy that you're here. This is part 2 of our visit to Luxor. If you haven't seen part 1, Valley of the Kings, it's a really cool video. I will link it here in case you want to go check it out. So first, we're headed to visit the ancient Luxor temple, then the Karnak temple. Both places are absolutely amazing, and something extremely memorable happens at both temples. You guys have to see my unexpected, unbelievable, breathtaking birthday surprise. So keep watching till the end. FYI, they are serious about their horns here, so be prepared to hear horns throughout the video.
اثنين كاف يا باشا انت مجرم حبيبي ايوه
Oh, okay. Well, I'm coming to you, please. I need to do the Sekhmet. Right. Dr. Tayyip.
Yeah.
She is Queen Hatshepsut.
Yes, I can see that. It's very clear.
So we've made it to Luxor Temple, and this is the part where the police stopped me at the entrance to confiscate my video. They were on edge. It was about 3 or 4 of them, and they were unsettled and speaking loudly in their language. They thought I was spying. Our guide calmed them down. Thank you.
Okay, go.
And they let me through reluctantly.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry, I don't like it, please.
That's okay.
Don't like it. Anyway, my dear friends,
Beautiful.
our meet point will be here.
Okay.
I'll give you free time for photos.
Okay.
Let's see, at least half an hour.
Gorgeous.
Look at that. Look at this. The Sphinx Avenue Road, which connecting Karnak Temple there, Luxor Temple here. Fairest road built by humankind. Okay. I'll tell you the story, the full story, not here in Karnak temples, because really I would like to show you the statue there, which is smiling.
Okay.
But I'm so proud. I'm so proud by my uncle, Dr. Muhammad Zakaria. First Egyptologist dug in this road here. You can see 1949 exactly. Dr. Muhammad Zakaria, he dug there.
How cool is that?
Right.
Now, the temple, the 2 towers there, built by great Ramses II. He built 6 statues, 4 standing one and 2 sitting one. There was one, the first one, replica. Second one, replica, except the head is original. The third one, standing one, replica. The last one is original.
Oh, the last one. Okay.
The first one, the rose one, he stands like this. Right? The next one, standing one, left look forward. The third one, standing one, left look forward. The last one, same, left look forward. 90% of the standing statues, my friends, with the left look forward. 10% like this. If we have a standing statue with the left look forward, it means this is.
The left foot forward standing means the statue was built while the pharaoh was still alive.
During the life of the king or the queen. If the legs like this, with the crossed hand built after death. So you can see. That's about the standing statues.
This is our Egyptologist / tour guide, Abdul. He is really informative as he takes us through the temples.
Not the sun desk. So the boy's name, we have a mix of religions. We have 3 different religions. The ancient Egyptian god, right, and see the sun god everywhere. Okay. We have a church built by early Egyptian Christians. We have the Muslim, the mosque, which built above the temple. Half of the temple, my friends, covered by the sand. So you can see here is the door of the mosque. So till the door it was covered by the sand. Till the door there, it was covered by sand. Sheikh Abul Hajjaj, about 7 on the years ago. So till now, come please, for me, I'm showing you something really interesting. Look, my friends, it's right, a new one, 35 years old. The minaret, left-hand side, it's older, around 700 years older. The windows, you can see 6 windows on top. Why these windows? Because 700 years ago, there is no speaker to call people to come to pray. So the sheikh or the muazzin or the caller, he go upstairs while he calling, he do round like this. So people around him, around the mosque, they can hear the call to pray. By the way, the caller of the pray should be blind. Why? Because the minaret of the mosque is the highest or the tallest building in the village. Houses 700 years ago, it was some rooms and some open courtyard, no ceiling in the middle. So this guy in the top shouldn't see legs in the house.
The one showing King Ramesses II, leaving double crown to out.
No, please to the muscles. Look to the face, the feature, the nose, the lips. Wow, it's crazy. It's one piece, by the way. And the stone came from Aswan, not from here.
Oh, right in the area.
Crazy, huh?
And you said if it's curled, then that means he.
After
Life of
death, it was
You want
built.
to see both of them? Come please.
Yes.
Come, please. My friend, the figure left-hand side, you can see straight here, right? Right-hand side, you can see curly.
Oh, curly, yeah.
So life and death. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Curly dead.
So
straight.
now this one, tell me
Straight.
life or death?
Life.
Life. Life. Wow.
Start is here. All you can see life.
Life.
Right.
90% of the standing is life. The question is, can also one of the statue only maybe white, yes.
What was the question?
The question, who is going to build the statue if the king die? Maybe his son. By the way, the kings usually had many sons, so maybe the son he choose to be a king, good luck son is
Oh,
dying.
no. The strongest one. Ah.
Sometimes we have trouble. Imagine second the wife of King Ramesses III with her son. They killed the king before they choose the other son.
Oh, wow.
Okay, top. Look in the top, please. Look at the top. The
Oh, you
top,
can see a scroll.
You can see erased name in the top.
Right.
You can see more clear. Tutankhamun name in the top, erased by Ramses to put his name in his name. My friends, I told you Roman time, there was a persecution against the Christians. I mean, but Roman emperors killed Egyptian Christians. Egyptian Christians, they hid it. They escaped in the temples. Egyptian Christians, my friends.
Amazing.
Romans.
Look, please, and tell me what you can see here.
Oh, upside.
Upside down foot. The name, upside down. Big proof telling us the stones came from different places. Roman came here. Roman, they covered the wall by pilaster of limestones to draw the figures. Come please in the corner there. Roman figures, only pilaster. And notice Roman, it's painting, not carving. Can you see that? It's crazy, huh?
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Come to figure out.
Oh, my God.
By the way, guys, we have a rule. If we have shade, we have color.
Thank you.
Valley of the Kings, we have shade all time, we show the colors. In the temple here, if we have shade, we have, look there, no shade, no color.
No shade.
Come please here.
Okay. Here we go.
Look at the colors here. Because the shade as well. Of the male, of the kings, it takes a brown color. Ladies, it takes light color. God's blue or green. Why men dark? They work outside the house. Like inside the house, she's light. What about the gods? Why blue?
Why blue?
Sky. Why green? Why green? Grass. Right. That's right. Look, you can see he's the king in a brown body, but the god is in a blue body. Come now, next to me, please. The sanctuary, holy of the holies, the house of the God, of the Father. Only 2 guys allowed to enter the bray. King number 1, high priest number 2. By the way, the big one, built by Egyptian king, his name is Amenhotep III. Should be 4 columns, 2 left hand side, 2 right hand side. Alexander the Great. Alexander. He came here, he removed the column, he built a small sanctuary inside the big one. So now the big one built by Egyptian king, the small one built by Greeks one. Come please. Should be column here. Oh, yeah. He removed it. Now, when you finish, I'm going to read for you his name, Alexander, his cartouche. I'm going to compare between the Egyptian carving and the Greeks one. Big difference. It's falcon, L, it's lion, X, it's a basket, N, wave water, D, it's hand, E, one feather, R is mouse. Alexander, his cartouche. The carving, 90% of the Greeks carving like this, in reliefs. Egyptian carving, 90% like this. Takes more time on it. Greeks carving, big difference, huh?
Very big. Egyptian. Beautiful. Genius.
Okay, now do you like to have some more photos, time for photos, or?
Okay, this is the part where things kind of go left. Our tour guide walked back to the front to give us some time to explore. Now, there was a long walk to get to the back of the temple, and I'm actually immersed in my surroundings, getting footage and taking it all in. People have been calling out to me, trying to point out different things for me to see. So when a man who I saw out of the corner of my eye gestured to the back corner and what looked to be like the back exit and said, "Come here." My husband had already saw that the man had been watching me. He actually asked my husband if I was his wife. He proceeded to call him a lucky man and gave him a thumbs up. So when the man who I now know is a police officer with a huge gun, never really giving him my full attention, I turned to see what he was asking me to look at. Now this all kind of transpired within a few minutes. Before I could make a complete turn, my husband said, "Go the other way, start walking back towards the entrance right now." I don't know what just happened, but because of the way he said it, I knew not to ask questions, just go. So I'm walking back and my husband says, "The police is following us." Mind you, we've been here for maybe an hour and a half. We were thinking that the police at the entrance is still upset about me recording and maybe want my video. So we make it to the front, we meet up with the guide and update him as to what happened. He immediately gets upset. He goes to report it to the officers. The two of them come back to the table where we had sat down to have coffee, and they spoke in their language, asked me questions. The police walked off. Then he came back with another police. So now there's 5 of us at this table.
But he was following you. You think? Yeah, he followed. They sent him to go get you. Okay, I'm leaving.
The police are standing and they start playing good cop, bad cop, asking what he looked like, what he said, did he do anything, and am I fine? I'm thinking this is an awkward situation, but to them it's a big deal because I've accused a cop, a man in a Muslim country of misconduct. But I didn't technically report it. Our tour guide did. The guide said something like this has happened before, and the guard is supposed to guard the temple from the outside, and that he wasn't supposed to treat visitors this way, and it's not right.
The rest of the time we're here.
Well, we're done, aren't we?
Here at this location.
He said they're not even supposed to be inside the temple. All of a sudden, here comes the police officer in question, walking up and standing right over me. The police officers say, "Is this him?" And I didn't stare directly in the man's face back there, but it was definitely him. He denied seeing me. He denied speaking to me. So now, basically, he's accusing me of lying.
The whole time you turned all the way around. Hey, look at this mama.
If you could see the looks they gave me, they wanted to stone me alive. I'm stunned, so I just sat there. Then he said, I asked her if she wanted me to take a photo for her. Now I'm like, okay, because he just lied twice now. He definitely spoke to me, and he didn't ask to take a photo for me. So they now know he's lying. Now, there is about 6 cops standing around talking in their language loudly, and people are starting to stop and watch. Eventually, they say, okay, you can go. He apologizes, and the tour guide, my husband, and myself, we're of course eager to leave also. So we exit the temple, get to the sidewalk, and a police officer comes out the door and asks us to come back in. OMG, I thought this is not happening. We go back in through the front entrance. There was about 10 to 15 armed cops waiting for me, including the one in question. Some are off to the side, and a cluster of them kind of made a circle. They're talking. I don't know what they're saying, but the guide says they want to speak with you. Ultimately, they said if I didn't forgive him, he would lose his job. So of course, I told him, I forgive you. They went through all of that, and in the end, the divine feminine energy still holds all the power. Finally, we were able to leave, but it still wasn't over because as we drove off, they called the tour guide and asked that we provide my passport to them. That didn't sit right with my husband, so he provided them with his passport instead. Abdul, our tour guide, was so cool. He apologized multiple times, but I just chalked it up to the goddess energy I was given with my bright yellow dress. The 3 of us agreed that we would move on and not let this ruin our trip. The next stop is the Temple of Karnak, the place believed to be where creation began.
It's ancient time, it was over 200 acres. Unfortunately, our temples damaged many times. Damaged ancient time by the kings themselves, damaged by French, Napoleon time, Egyptian Christians, Egyptian Muslims, an earthquake which was 1864. Over 80% of our temples damaged. What we can see, I think less than 20%. Still huge for us. If all the temples open for the visit, I think you need 1 week to finish it.
I wouldn't have to walk.
3 boats. We have 2 here, 1 in Luxor temple. 3 boats for the family of the god. Amur-Ra had a family, wife and son. And he said, Mary, you are the god. You are Amur-Ra, god of the gods. Your wife is goddess Mut by M. M-U-T, love goddess. And your son is god Khonsu, the moon god. We call them Triad of Luxor. Ancient time, we had a festival. We call it Obit. Obit, it's been Nile flood. Simply, the priests of God Amur-Ra carrying 3 wooden boats for the family, walking from here, going south, 3 kilometers, till his second house, Luxor temple. This festival 2 times a year, times of the flood.
When she died, when she died, he came and he damaged it. She ruled, he was outside the country.
Vanished him. Okay. Okay.
She's kicked him
That's
out.
why. Okay.
Over 300 years old, it had multiple functions. One was a treasury, and all 3 Egyptian kingdoms made contributions to this temple.
Look right hand side, we have many temples close. Here is the rest of the road. You can see ram's head, lion's bodies. Please, look to the ram number 2 left hand side.
Yes.
I can see the smile from here. Can you see it?
Yes. Wow.
More you go closer, you will see more the smile is very.
Comme on avait de jardins, donc on a besoin de
Number 3 is number 2.
Right.
You see that from ear to ear. The second part of our huge complex, the open courtyard, no ceiling, no roof here. Ancient time here, it was okay. It was allowed for simple people like us to come to pray. Why? Because here open to Ra, over to the sky. I mean Ra or the sun for all the people. So normal people allowed to pray in this area. So now let us understand why the high priest is the most holy man. by the way, should be more doors, should be more gates, should be more ceilings. So more you get in, more get dark. The most dark area is the sanctuary, the holiday there. So imagine ancient time people like us waiting like this and looking. There is a door opened. There is a guy coming out. People here, they can't see. Still dark. He's walking slowly, slowly. People see looks like a ghost coming slowly to them. He's coming more slowly, slowly till they can see him. So the people here, they believed this guy, the high priest, who is the man controlled the dark there. They believed the high priest, who is the messenger between God, there, people here. That's why he is the most holy man. Come, please.
This is amazing. Don't forget to look up.
My second favorite statue, this one there. Look at, even the face is damaged, but look in the corner, he keeps smiling. Can you see that? So famous statue because, my friends, he is the only one we found here, no names, no cartouches. I told you each king should be 2 names. Come closer, please, here. For example, this one here. Look at this. Here you have the 2 names. We say Ramses. 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 It's been Ra is satisfied. Then her second name, Wisser Ma'it Ra, Sitib in Ra. Again, Wisser Ma'it Ra, Sitib in Ra. It means the beloved son of God Ra, builder and protector of Egypt. So from here, we knew he is Ramses II. But look there, look at Luxor. That's why it has a funny name, the unknown pharaoh statue. 100% it's belonged to King Ramses II. We are sure. Why we are sure? Between his legs, we have a small statue for his beloved wife, Queen Nefertari. If we have Nefertari, without doubting, he
That's
is
his
gonna
wife.
tell me who's alive, who's dead.
He's dead. She's alive.
That's it. That's it. Our main point, when I give you free time for photos, will be there. Here. This black line here and this Arabic number from so 1887, the height of the water, the flood inside Karnak till this black line. That's why, my friends, look with me to the columns. Look in the top, we have carving, we have colors, right? But look down, water washed away. We have flood till 1971. Since we built the high dam, Aswan Dam, 1971, flood is finished, the flood. But the question is how ancient time, 3,000 years ago, protected them from the flood. They built canals around it, so water the flood in the canals from the temples. But when 1878, there is no canals, it's gone. That's why water in the temple. Okay, my friends, the hypostyle hall. We have here 134 columns built by 2 kings. No, now you say why God, but I'll let you see and let you understand everything in a minute. 134 columns built by 2 kings, City first and Ramses II. Look with me, please. 6 columns in the front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you compare any one, these columns, to the other ones behind it, it's taller. Look in top, we have open papyrus flower. There we have closed flower. Here, 6 columns also here, taller. You can say simply, my friends, they built the 12 columns in 2 lines, 6 and 6 taller. Why? To build these windows. You can see, to admit sunlight to enter inside the hole. Can you see? You can see the coming like this. Can you see the light?
Oh my gosh.
By the way, left hand side here we have a roof, wooden roof. Right hand side there we have a roof. In the middle, no roof. That's why sun flowering the flowers in the middle. We don't have flowers. The big question: how did they build it?
This is the part where our guide makes up for the earlier events. We're at the back of the temple once again, but this time it's a VIP exclusive.
حبيبي يا دكتور طيب حبيبي الله يبارك لك يا دكتور طيب دايما على برضه حبيبي على حسك جينا والله ولا يهمك حبيبي ولا يهمك حبيبي بارك الله.
The guide speaks to the gatekeeper, who makes a phone call, then passes the phone to the guide, who gets permission for us to enter. Y'all still with me? I don't know what I'm about to see, but I was told that everyone's not allowed to this experience.
The green face, right hand side got Khunom, his son, and left hand side his wife, goddess Sekhmet, the war goddess. I'll tell you again. All the statues we found in the temples, more than 1,500 ones, sitting. It's the only statue we found here standing. They tried to take the statue, I swear, they tried to take the statues from here many times to Cairo Museum. By the way, I say always she refused, not us. She refused. She preferred to stay here. I swear this happened.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My friend, here the statue for God B'tah, but it's half alive. Sitting, as usual. Basalt, by the way, normal stone, basalt. Beautiful, unique, but I mean normal. We have basalt everywhere. Look, we come closer here. You can see our king. I'm a pocket third, by the way. You can see he's offering in the front of God B'tah with the green face. Can you see that?
Yes.
Come here, please. You can see same king offering in the front of goddess Sekhmet, the war goddess. So this room, we call that Triad, should be 3 rooms. 1, 2, 3. Right hand side, we have a room for God Khunom, but the statue is done all the time. Nothing on here, just a room.
Just a room.
But now, come please to show you my beautiful statue.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I need 2 seconds. I need to,
Okay.
because it takes my breath.
Yes.
Okay, my friends, you have to know the stone itself. First, the stone, not basalt, not granite. It's mixed between basalt and granite. We didn't see that in all the temples. It's unique. From where? We didn't know. So even the stone itself, it's unique. You saw outside the basalt, just normal granite. Here you can see it's mixed between basalt and granite. Goddess Sekhmet, the war goddess. Above the head is Ra, the sun disk. The cobra, protection. Look at her face.
Beautiful.
She's sending the fear to the heart of our enemies. Otherwise, I say she is the most beautiful goddess and I love her so much. People say she's scary statue. I say no, I love it. The blue lotus flower, like you saw in the museum. By the way, her favorite perfume is the blue lotus.
The blue lotus.
Perfume. I bought last month 2 grams, cost me $200. Offering to her. I swear. I believe it. Yes,
I need some blue lotus perfume.
Very expensive. 1 gram is $100 US.
Yes.
I bought last month, I swear, 2 grams for $200 US for her. And she was so happy. That's why she loves me a lot.
The goddess Sekhmet was a pleasant surprise. With the head of a lioness and the body of a goddess, Sekhmet healed and she fought. She was the wife of Ptah, the creator god, and the daughter to the sun god Ra. She was a loving mother, but also a ruthless foe, also known as Hathor when she was angry. Sekhmet meaning powerful or mighty, associated with the cat goddess Bastet. Sekhmet carried an ankh and a lotus flower. She was no doubt a prominent goddess in the pantheon, regarded as a mysterious magical beast. Y'all notice the resemblance? Now we're headed back to see a few more monuments like the obelisk pillar. It's embellished with hieroglyphs associated with the sun, and it was made as a tribute to the deities like the sun god Ra. and the beetle located in the middle of the temple, symbolizing good fortune, restoration of life, metamorphosis, and immortality. It was believed that if you wore a beetle bug on you like jewelry or an amulet, you would have mystical abilities and protection, also a symbol of the sun god Ra. The beetle has been around for millions of years and still adored till this day. We performed the ancient ritual and walked around it 3 times for good luck. The Egyptian writing relief wall was a place where the ancient Egyptians recorded information like historical events, religious ceremonies, and daily life. They had over 700 different writing symbols, and hieroglyphs were mainly used by scribes, priests, and members of the royal court. Still being studied today, they provide valuable insight into ancient Egyptian culture and society. You can see how they painted the carvings with bright colors to make them stand out. Beautiful inscriptions are all over Egypt, from pyramids to temples to everyday locations like tombs and even homes. Walking through the towering columns make you feel like you're transported into another world. Did you all think that Karnak was exciting? If you've never been, or if you plan on visiting, I hope that this video has helped you capture the essence of Egypt. Our driver has picked us up to take us to our hotel, but I've seen the horse and carriage too many times to not take a ride. And the timing is perfect because the sun is setting. You guys, beware, there are scammers everywhere. This guy tried the switcheroo on us. He thought my husband wouldn't notice that he gave us back 2 EGPs instead of 20. My husband let him keep the money, but he also let him know that we were aware of what he did.
American?
Yes.
Welcome.
By way of Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah, near Nigeria.
Here's the scamster that you should look out for. Nonetheless, we made it to our hotel. It's been a long, fascinating, mesmerizing day, but it's not over yet. There's a few more things we need to do before we leave tomorrow.
بكره ممكن لو الدنيا ارضيه مش هنخليه ممكن ready.
You guys want to check out the hotel room and see how it overlooks the Blue Nile River? Luxor officially holds a special place in my heart, so we agreed that we would be back again someday. It's early the next morning, and I started my day off with some Turkish coffee. If you guys have a favorite morning drink, post it in the comments below. If you guys come to Egypt, you have to try their Turkish coffee. That's all I've been drinking. It's so delicious, even without cream. We're just gonna grab some breakfast. We have had so much food on this trip, and it's been delicious. I'm plant-based, so the mix of like lentils, rice, salads, and pasta dishes have been perfect for me. But if you like flavorful food, the Egyptian cuisines is full of flavors and spices that actually complement each other. And plentiful. There has not been a lack of food. Our driver is here to take us to the airport. We're headed back to Cairo to meet up with our girls. I am so grateful to have been able to explore a part of the world that is so rich in history and culture. I think life is a beautiful adventure, full of opportunities to explore new places, meet new people, create unforgettable moments. I hope my video has sparked a desire within you to seek out your own adventures, embrace all the wonders that life has to offer. Remember to always follow your passions and dreams and never stop exploring the world around you. I hope that I have inspired someone out there to make magical memories on their own journey as well. If that's you, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button. I want to thank you for joining me. You're incredible. Ultimately, you hold the magical powers, and remember, it is what you say it is. Until next time,